great island side dish. Macaroni pie, mac and cheese, baked mac, whatever you want to call it. This is a favorite in the islands, especially that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. It went on your Sunday dinner table or lunch table, you must have a piece of macaroni pie to enjoy. Divine, using several different cheese, that long macaroni, pasta, Jenny's favorite. Let's bring back Jenny's Walk favorite childhood dish, macaroni pie. Come on in, let's get baking. Okay, foodies, so let's get that lovely mac and cheese, macaroni pie, baked mac, whatever name you know it as. Let's get that going. So I was so lucky to get this macaroni, as you will see. This is that lovely one from in the islands. This is what I grew up on, making mac and cheese. Granny used to make these for us. We just call it macaroni. So now the Italian have a name for it. Put it in the comment below, foodies. I'm not going to tell you. You tell me in the comment below, what is the name of this pasta, as we would say. I'm not going to give you all the information. At Jenny's Walk, we had to learn, share, and create. So I used to use this, my dear foodies, to pull as a straw. How many of you remember doing that? Put it in the comment. So I've been looking for this for quite a while. So now I get it. I am so happy. So I'm going to be making a lovely macaroni pie, as we would say in the islands. Mac and cheese, please. Let me know how you call it. But let's be positive. So all I'm going to do is give this a good break in half, and we're going to put this to boil. So let's see what we need to put this lovely dish together. So this is the way Jenny's make her macaroni pie, as you would say, down in the islands. So here I have 2 eggs. I'm going to crack this egg, take that little white thing out of it, give it a good beating. And I have a piece of golden ray cooking margarine for that additional real Creole Caribbean flavor into the mac. And I have a piece of Gouda. I'm going to add this Gouda cheese to it. And I have lots of sharp cheddar. This is all going to be grated up to put lots of cheesy, make this pie really creamy and cheesy. Now to this, you could either use ground powdered mustard or squeezable soft mustard. Any one you want to use, foodie, or half and half. Let's go. So I put a little piece of cream cheese to make it really creamy and nice. Cream cheese here, and some white pepper and some garlic powder. Now there's garlic powder, there's fresh garlic, there's no garlic if you don't want to, not a problem. And there's also the granulated garlic. Let me show that one to you. This is the granulated garlic, which is, there is a difference. It's in like little crystals, you know. So either one you could use if you want to. As I say, it could be no garlic. I'm going to go in with sorry, where's the garlic? There's the garlic. I'm going to go with a little dust. No big deal. You wouldn't even taste it into it. And our little white pepper for a little more heat. Now my kids like heat, so not a problem. This is crushed red chilies, but this is very mild. This is like a Kashmir. It's like on the scale from 1 to 10, that's how they measure pepper. This is like a 3. Really nice. And the only herb I will be using is oregano. This is here 1 teaspoonful of oregano. You know, it's very strong when it's dry. I know in the islands you all will use the ricau or the shadow beni, bandanya. There's so many stuff. I had macaroni pie or mac and cheese, I would say, whatever name you want to call it, with carrots, with bell peppers, with tomato, with onion. There's so much. They're so creative in the island, with sausage, with salami, with ground beef. It's so much ideas you could use. But macaroni pie or mac and cheese is something personal. It all depends what you like and what your family like and what you like to put into it. So again, let's keep going. I like to grate a little nutmeg. A nutmeg will just make this pop. I put a little grate of that. And of course, smoked sweet paprika. This is so much flavor. I put a good dash of this into my mac and cheese or macaroni pie. And of course, we have to have our evaporated milk. Carnation evaporated milk, whatever evaporated milk, Parrot, there's so many brands out there. Give it a good little warm, and I have that there going. And a piece of butter if you wish to put butter, no problem. Or if the golden ray is enough, not a problem. This is a good dash of salt. So I'm going to go in with, this is 800 grams. I'm going to go in with 400 grams. So I'm going to go with half of this. So for half of this, I'm going to go season my water with 1.5 tablespoonful of salt. You need to season that water really good with the salt. And I'm just going to break my macaroni. I'm not going to say pasta. We're doing a lovely Caribbean one. And let me know in the comments below, my dear foodies, how you make your macaroni pie. Give me the ideas you use. And there's no wrong way or there's no right way in doing this lovely Caribbean side dish. Everybody have their own flavors that they put into it. Even corn, peas and carrots, sweet corn, they put it into it. And let me tell you, it's marvelous. So it all depends what you have on hand, what you have in the pantry, what you're feeling to eat, what your guests or your kids want to have on it. We are going to do just that. I even had macaroni pie with ketchup that is coated to the top of it, and they had bell peppers on the top and tomato and bake it in with the cheese at the top. Let me tell you, it's to die for. But let's see how Jenny's Walk is going to be doing this. There's so much. There's over 100 recipes that I could do for you in this Caribbean style. So let's get started. Put our mac together, our macaroni to boil. So foodies, the water is coming up to a lovely boil. So now I'm going to add that salt in there and just give it a good little dissolve. I have been wanting to eat this mac and cheese or macaroni pie with this particular macaroni for quite a while. I'm so happy that I got it now. So I'm going to satisfy my mind, my body, my soul, and my taste buds. So we're going to leave it in here and let it come up to a great boil. But you have to keep looking at it because we do not want this to stick in the bottom of the pot. So we're going to give this a good boil for about 15 minutes. So let's see what the package says. Keep an eye on it. And we're going to continue making this lovely dish here, macaroni pie from the island. So don't forget to like and share Jenny's Walk. So foodies, in here I have the milk and I put the 2 eggs in there, as you can see right there. So my foodies in the island will usually, you know, like peel off a few skin off the lime or the lemon, just like so, and drop it in and give it a good little beating. Or if you have the lime, the terra oil, you could put 2 drops also. So I'm going to put it in, the eggs in there with the skin, and give it a good beating. I will also add 1 drop of that lime. So let me beat this up nicely. Okay foodies, so this is all ready now. So let's just give this a good flush. There you go, marvelous. And I'm going to mix this back into the same pot. Ooh. Just put it back right in there. So here we go foodies, everything, I'm going to mix it back in the same pot. So here I have that chili flakes. I'm going to go in and a little sprinkle of that white pepper, not too much, and the garlic powder, a little sprinkle there too. Lovely, not too much, we just go with a little bit. And our fresh herbs that we wanted to use, put that in there. And our mustard, I'm going to put a little bit of mustard, just a little touch, because I'm going to show you something here. Now let's just give this a little mix. There we go. Wow, it smells nice. So this is a point where you really want to add your cheese and stuff because you want everything to start melting. So now I want to add a piece of that regular butter for creaminess. Not too much because there's not too much macaroni in there. And a little piece of the golden ray to add that rich Caribbean flavor back in there. That's about enough. There you go. Give a good mix again. We want that to melt. It's hot. The pot is hot and the mac is hot. So everything is going to melt and really beautiful. Now we have the cream cheese. If you want to go with the cream cheese, you could go. If you don't want the cream cheese, it's not a problem. Remember, it's all what you want to do. So I want to add a little piece of cream cheese. And get the cheese in. There you go. And this is just going to melt up and be very creamy. I love cream cheese. Great taste. There you go. Nice little mix. This is going to mix in really lovely. And what I did here, I went ahead with the evaporated milk. I'm going to fish. I put in the eggs. There you go. So I give it a good beating in there. So I took the eggs out now. So this is good here. So let's add our cheese in to get all mixed up. You could use several different cheese. You could use like 3 cheese, 4 cheese, 5 cheese, any amount of cheese you want to add. And just get this. And now don't forget our smoked sweet paprika. Lovely flavor in there. I want this to fall and make a mess now. Give that a good mix, cheesy and nice. Give it a good knock to get it out. It's stuck on the spoon. Now, foodies, I have a little bit of mustard here. So what I did, I add the milk. You know, we had that evaporated milk in there. And how many of you do that to get the last drop out of the bottle? There you go. The last drop. This is definitely an island trick. So now we're going to add the rest of the evaporated milk, and the eggs is in that liquid. I did give it a warm, so the milk is pretty warm. And we're going to mix away. Beautiful. Look at that. So we're going to add some of the Gouda cheese now. So here I have Gouda and sharp, and this one was medium sharp. So we did get 3 different cheeses there. And I want to leave a little bit of this to lay in the middle of it. This looks about good. This looks very cheesy. And let's not forget our nutmeg. I want to add that nutmeg. Let me grate that nutmeg in there now. I love the taste of nutmeg. If you haven't had it before, I would really love for you to try. So our little nutmeg. Beautiful. There you go. And everything seems to be melted all wonderful. If you think you want to add a little more milk, you find you want more liquid, go ahead, not a problem. Go ahead and add a little more liquid to it. So let's put this now into our baking dish. Okay, foodies, so I pour half of that mac in there, that macaroni, and this is how I do it. You know, there's several ways you could do it. And I want to add that Gouda in there. Just want to cheesy up the middle of it, so when you cut it, you know, you have lots of cheese again going in there. As I say, I really want to enjoy this, and I want to sprinkle a little bit of that sweet smoked paprika. I love this. You're going to see this is just going to pop. There you go, just like so. And now the second half into your dish. Marvelous. And we're going to take all that goodness out. We all know about that goodness. All that liquid we have in there. Oops, sorry, I think I'm making too much noise. There you go. I love these long pieces of macaroni all over. This really brings back my childhood. This is one of my childhood dish. Especially seeing those long strings of mac all around. Let's just clean up our bowl and look neat and nice. There you go. We don't want to burn anything up. And put those mac back in there. Just all taking their own direction. Swerving around. This is so epic. This might be every day for some of you. But for me, this is a delight. Because I've been looking for this mac for the longest while. And I finally got it, and I couldn't wait to make this lovely dish. And as I say, there's so many different ways, so many different ideas to make your mac and cheese. I'm making it very simple. This is how I enjoy it. So you could go ahead with your stuff. I like how this one is falling out. There you go. Put every drop of that cheese. You could put 1 cheese, 2 cheese, 3 cheese, how much ever cheese you wish to put into your mac. Lovely. So now this is going to go into an oven of 350 for like 25 to 30 minutes because everything is already cooked. It's just a matter to infuse all these lovely flavors together here at Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share this lovely recipe with your friends and family and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, foodies, let's take a look at our mac and cheese. It's coming out of the oven now. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's hot. It smells so great. Look at that sizzle. Look at that lovely mac and cheese or macaroni pie. So it's very hot. I'm going to leave it alone and let it cool down. Lovely mac and cheese here or macaroni pie that from Jenny's Walk, that Jenny wanted to make this for the longest while. To see those lovely macaroni. Hey, you see, this is what I like. I used to like to crunch this. Wow, my childhood memories is right back. So let's let it cool and then we're going to continue from here. Lovely dish from Jenny's Walk. Piping hot macaroni pie, mac and cheese, great from the islands. Just the way you will do it like Mama used to make or Granny used to make. With all those lovely cheese using those long macaroni. Come on into Jenny's Walk and let's see how to put this lovely island dish together. It's a number one on a Sunday. Perfect side. Come on in. Let's get baking.